I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't feel. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Colts.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 31. Naeem Hines, his first carry. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Pass incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He's checking. Cracks. 54. Check 25. Check 3. 55. Bang.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsay. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Leon Jacobs.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he's got room. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. David Johnson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Switch up. Hey, 24.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st down, Indianapolis.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Colts 14, Texans 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, Try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again is Watson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the 50, it's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
15-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Back to Taylor on first down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line.
Indianapolis.
Now it's Hines. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Colts pick it up. And he's got some space here.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Mo Alley-Cox. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
25-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On first down, it's Watson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Rico Gafford as the first half is winding down. And the Texans get a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 25 yards on the play there, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, check. Here we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Alert. Here I come.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And it's third.
This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
To number 7.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
5-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Rodrigo
From 3 yards out. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick,
and he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Colts 38, Texans 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Another run by Lindsey. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And a Colts first down.
Back to throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Here we go. Hey, we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khari Willis gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
What's that? 19. 58 to Mike. 10 points down, he's coming. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. And this one complete to Gafford. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. 1st and 10, Taylor now. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He'll drop this down to Taylor. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a 1st down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the 1st down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the 1st down.
For the Colts field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
fielded near the back of the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
44-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Taylor,
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
a 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Incomplete.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll go again with Lindsey. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they take a knee.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
And they will take a knee here.
Ain't nothing worse than losing your hero. I can't say bye. But we never know just when it's our time and
Today's final score, Colts 48.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.